3 hours. They had me getting naked outside, yo, like saying like they didn't know who I was. So like
3 hours they made them get stripped outside, you're like saying, as they didn't have any idea what my identity was so similar to. Like, you understand what I'm talking about, like they was truly hard on me, and all that they said that like someone provided them some insight, I truly feel like it, was one of my operations, and they genuinely attempting to destroy my life type like Cardi B. Just went on an unstable tirade after the LAPD unlawfully pulled up on her and went after her. She guarantees that removed all her garments and began contacting her improperly in light of the fact that thought she was moving substances. She said she felt extremely disregarded and plans to sue the whole LAPD for how they treated her. Yet right when we figured things couldn't get any more chaotic, the LAPD emerged and put Card on impact for making the entire thing up. They said she lying wipe out her mouth, and they have no records of their police truly badgering her. Clearly, the entire situation was only a trick to divert us from the entire wreck with Diddy Q's Offset is supposedly involved too. Well, see it, you all truly should plunk down for this Q's. There's a ton to unload here, okay? So as the greater part of you all definitely realize the web has been wrecked these recent days, because it seems like everyone in Hollywood is getting uncovered consistently for something contemptible. Diddy's on the run. Jay-Z is gradually getting uncovered as a top dog. Youthful Miami over here being an Ann Crone as yet cutting up the fate. So of the matter is, it's a ton continuing at present, and the absolute last thing we expected was for CI to likewise hop on IG Live and put the LAPD on impact for scouring through her things and directing an entire hunt on her. So Cardi hopped on I Live and she went off on the LAPD for halting her while she was out and about and racially profiling her on the spot. She asserts they told her she was being captured in light of the fact that they got a tip from someone in her inward circle she was moving substances. She attempted to make sense of she's a fruitful rapper and has not a glaringly obvious explanation to be moving load to make bring in some cash, yet the police were not hearing it, and they even ventured to making her remove her garments in the road. Like, can you all accept that they had this lady removing her garments while vehicles went by and saw her? She's taking steps to sue the whole LAPD and make them reply for that embarrassment. You going to see his firearm hit TMZ genuine before are long. Like, they thought I was dealing, better believe it, they thought I was dealing a fentanyl, and they thought I had an in my vehicle, so they halted me and everything, every one of the helicopters in law. They was outside, yo. I was going nuts, like they had me outside for like 3 hours. They made them get bare outside, you, like was insane. It was that film and whatever. Yet like you definitely know like I'm going to sue the LAPD. Like you definitely realize like they got me in the mood for doing that. So I had like a terrible day yesterday because like, and I had let them know like, yeah, I'm Cardi B. Like, do I seem as though I got to sell some she? Like, how could I do that? Like, why I could never do no that way? Like, and they didn't really accept that me. Like, it resembled a few white police or something, as they didn't have any idea what my identity was so similar to. Like, you understand what I'm talking about? Like, they was truly hard on me, and all that Cardi proceeded to say that she associated that one with her operations was liable for this, and they deliberately gave police misleading data to embarrass her and describe her as some sort of vendor. They said that like someone provided them some insight. I truly feel like it was one of my operations, and they sincerely attempting to demolish my life type. Like, I don't actually realize like I've been going through a ton of late yet. Like, for someone to do that, tip the LAPD if you like that. Then they like you like the helicopter. Tears was outside. It was a film when this video began getting a lot of posts on the web journals. Many individuals began hauling the LAPD for rottenness and calling them out for racially profiling Cardi without misunderstanding the genuine proof of her doing anything. Certain individuals even ventured to attempting to get the personality of the police who did this so they can call them out for them to be terminated anyway. Others truly felt like this was karma for and Robbie Men back when she was a colorful artist. Now, if you all recollect, Cardi conceded back in 2019 that she used to spike the beverages of clueless men, and when they were oblivious, she'd remove their cash and run. Despite the fact that that doesn't have anything to do with this, many individuals brought it back up and said they don't feel frustrated about her cause she's done a lot of more regrettable to others. One individual said, didn't she say she used to and set up individuals for cash? I mean, whether it was quite a while In the past, the casualties might need to check someone else said for what reason isn't she in prison for men. Whereas a similar energy regardless the story was starting to get a ton of inclusion cause this is clearly no joking matter individuals needed to ensure the LAPD were considered liable. For what they did, one of the numerous news sources that covered the story was the Morning Meal Club, and they discussed the whole episode on their foundation to bring mindfulness anyway, only a couple of moments. After the meeting was posted, Cardi did an entire 360 and guaranteed it was each of the A jokes she remarked under the meeting, and said, OMG, no, this was a joke. I generally do these jokes with my fans on Station Head. I get it, don't decipher well on IG Live, and I surmise I express it. Before you know, awful timing, her group additionally put out an authority announcement that read this IG Live was taken inappropriately, and there's no reality to this story, conciliatory sentiments for any disarray. The LAPD themselves additionally addressed TMZ and said she was simply yapping just to yet cuz there's no record of it by any means yet. See, this is where things get significantly more fascinating in light of the fact that individuals accept that Cardi purposefully pulled this trick to occupy individuals from everything happening with Diddy. Better believe it, you all heard that right. The roads are saying that Offset was likewise associated with Diddy's obscure dealings, and he going to be going down now. 2. Many individuals didn't realize Offset was engaged with this entire situation till the famous YouTube clairvoyant Sloan Bella uncovered that he and Diddy have a few associations and that he joined Diddy in completing a portion of the stuff he did. Now, for those of you all in my remark questioning Sloane's validity in light of the fact that you all don't trust in the profound stuff, she's truly been insane, right on the money with her expectations, and she even gives time periods concerning when and the things will occur, and think about what it generally happens, the manner in which she says it will. She anticipated the Cassie claim a very long time before it even happened, anticipated but Diddy would be in one more monstrous legitimate embarrassment around the finish of spring near Easter, and that is precisely exact things going on right now. She even anticipated Cardi and Offset having major conjugal issues, and that one happened too. I mean, eventually we ought to begin viewing her to some extent somewhat in a serious way, yet anyway, returning to the thing she said about Offset, she did a perusing on 2 or 3 weeks prior, and anticipated that he would be one individuals who was raised in association with Diddy. At the time, individuals were a bit confounded to what relationship that Offset might actually have with Diddy yet. After the trick that Cardi just pulled, individuals are returning to what Bella said, and they're currently asserting that counterbalanced most likely made Cardi do that as an interruption from the Diddy case so he could get himself some additional time before in the end being presented to them. She's attempting to sort of balance that. Good gracious. Okay, hang on, stop. Offset, is there an association with P. Diddy and Offset? Is there some kind of a association? I just cause I'm hearing it. I'm similar to Standby. That doesn't seem like what she's talking about. I'm thinking about what the association is to counterbalance with P. Diddy. I have no clue except for I continue to hear this right presently, like I can't quit saying his name. I need to say Offset again. I don't believe he's dead yet. I need to say Offset. I recently continued to hear that, so there's an association there too. I don't have the foggiest idea what it is. He might know something. And he might say a person or thing associated with him might know something I don't realize. There is an association there at any rate. There's an unmistakable association there. Watch for spring of 2024 walk April Easter time period. Easter sheep notice house credit explicitly said we ought to look out from spring to April around Easter time. Well, Easter is Sunday and all that she expressed is going on continuously. Diddy is on the run and Cardi around here pulling interruptions just to help Offset from being uncovered. This entire situation truly makes you wonder who else is engaged with this, that we presumably don't have the foggiest idea about. It's still extremely hazy how precisely off it helped Diddy, yet there's most certainly some obscure continuing, and we going to learn about it sooner than later now. As expected, individuals had their own contemplations about this, like this individual who said, I'll trust that more will emerge on this. For what reason did she say this? And